Good evening, guys. Or you're going to see this in the morning, so it's good morning, guys. Um, Today we're going to start on a grammar lesson, the adverbs. Remember that we started this uh, last term, but we just passed by. We did not go deeper into the exact meaning of adverbs and when to use them. We got the general meaning that adverbs are words that tell us more details about the verb. Let's even write this so you remember it. We agreed that an an adjective tells you more about a noun, while an adverb tells you more about a verb. And let's see how this happens. So, adjective, this is very small. Let's make it bigger. Okay, so we say that the adjective tells you more about a noun. And we can have an example about this. We say, um, for example, Adam is a good boy. So the word good is an adjective to describe or to tell you more about the noun Adam, the person, the noun Adam, or the noun boy. This boy is a good one. Okay, we can make it even more complicated or a more advanced example, like the garden is spacious, sunny, and amazing. So I got to know 3 details about the noun garden. This is the noun, and Adam here was a noun, and boy is a noun. We got to know what about this noun, that it is spacious, means very big, and it is sunny and amazing as well. Okay, so this is what an adjective does in a sentence. What about the adverb? The adverb is different because an adverb tells us more, but this time it tells us more about an adverb, a verb, sorry. Adverb tells us more details about a verb. Sorry for the typing mistakes. Good. So, uh, let's have some examples about adverbs. This could be we ran quickly but happily. So these are people who are talking about themselves that they were running. Where is the verb? The verb run. So you ask yourself a question. How did they run? They ran quickly and happily. So both of these could be adverb. They told you more about the verb running. Okay. How was the running? It was quickly but happily. And this tells us about the adverb that it should answer a question about the verb. Let's write this. This is very important. Let's put it here. An adverb must answer a question about a verb. For example, how, where, when, why. You see, these are questions about the verb. The answer to these questions are different types of adverbs? The answers of these questions are different types of adverbs. Okay? So this is the sign of an adverb, that it answers a question about the verb. Okay? This is quite important. So now we get to know the difference between an adverb and an adjective. That an adjective tells you more about a noun, tells you more details about a noun, while an adverb tells you more details, but this time about a verb. Okay? Fine. I hope this is clear. So we move to the next point. And we have the clue that if you don't know where is the adverb in your sentence, because some adverbs or most of them end with ly. You can change an adjective into an adverb by adding ly, but sometimes they don't have. So how do you get to understand or to get to know where is the adverb? Simply ask yourself a question about the verb. How the verb was done, where the verb was done, why or how it was done. All these questions, the answer to them should be an adjective. Sorry, an adverb, sorry. The answers about questions related to the verb are adverbs. Okay, let's read here. This is like a one more recap about the difference. Let's read it and highlight the important parts. An adverb is a modifying part of speech. It describes verbs. So adverbs describe verbs. They are used to describe how, where, when, how often, and why something happened. So the answer to any of these questions is an adverb. How something was done, where it was done, when it was done, how often it is done. It's like how often you go to the club. I go twice a week. So twice a week is the adverb. It's an adverbial phrase. We'll come to this later. But I mean the answer to any of these questions is an adverb. Now he gives us some examples. The cat climbed quickly up the tree. So quickly here is the adverb. How the cat climbed. It climbed quickly. Okay. Mike worked very carefully on his paper. Very shows how carefully he worked. This is the adverb. She's nearly ready to go. Nearly. How was she now? She was nearly ready to go. It tells you to what extent she's ready. How far is she ready? She got she put her dress on. She's ready with her bag. She prepared. She had done her hair and stuff like this. So all these are details about how things are done. We have kinds of adverbs. We have kinds of adverbs. The first and most commonly used is the adverb of manner. Manner means how things done. Manner means how things are done. Manner means how things are done. Okay, so this is the word manner. And this word manner is the kind of adverb that's commonly used, very commonly used. Okay. 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 So I want to highlight for you so it's easy when you how things are done. Because at the end of of these sessions, I'll send you copy this copy which I explain on. I'll send it to everybody of you via the parents WhatsApp group. So let's get to this again. These kinds of adverbs describe how something happens. Where there are two or more verbs in a sentence, adverb placement affects the meaning. Adverb placement means where the adverb is, the place where you put the adverb. So adverb placement means the place where you put the adverb in a sentence. If you start with it, if you end with it, the meaning could be totally different. So, some commonly used adverbs of manner include carefully, correctly, eagerly. Eagerly means actively, you do it with interest. You're interested to do something. Easily, fast. Fast, the word fast can work as an adjective and work as an adverb. She runs fast. So, she's a fast runner. So, consider this as an adjective and an adverb. The same word can be used in both cases. She runs fast, so she is a fast runner. Okay, so how can I differentiate? If it answers the question about the verb, now it's an adverb. And if the same word is used but to describe a noun, here it's an adverb. So it depends on what or how it is used. But the same word is used. If it comes before a noun, then it's an adjective, and it comes to describe a verb, then it's an adverb. The other examples are loudly, patiently, quickly, quietly, well. Let's see the example. She decided to write her paper. Here, no adverb. Let's add some adverbs. She quickly decided to write her paper. Her decision was quick. Or she decided to write her paper quickly. So her writing was quick. That's why he said it depends on the meaning is different depending on where you put the adverb in a sentence. When you put it to describe decide, then the decision was the quick one. And when you put it to describe the writing, then she wrote quickly. You see, this is very important to consider. Let's get to the next page. Adverbs of place. Remember that we said that adverbs answer questions about the noun. I'm really sorry for the mistake. Adverbs answer questions about the verb. One of the questions that it can answer about the verb is where. To, for, an adverb of place, where the verb happens. These types of adverbs describe where something happens. Most adverbs of place are also used as prepositions. Most of them can be used as prepositions. Some commonly used ones include the following: anywhere, downstairs, here, home, in, nowhere, outside, somewhere, there, underground, and upstairs. These are only examples. Let's try them in a sentence. I wanted to go upstairs. So if I ask, where did you want to go? The answer would be upstairs. So upstairs is the adverb. She has lived in the city since June. Where did she live? In the city. This is called prepositional phrase. The word phrase means not a word, a couple of words. So this means prepositional phrase means a group of words including the preposition. We call it prepositional phrase. So prepositional phrase, a group of words that starts with a preposition, and the whole of it can act like an adverb. Okay. Another form of adverbs is the adverb of purpose. The adverb of purpose means why the action or the verb happened. So purpose means why the verb happened. And the word purpose itself means reason, why something happened. So these types of adverbs describe why something happened. Here are some common examples. So that, to, in order to, because, since, accidentally, intentionally, purposely. Purposely means on purpose. It means somebody meant to do something. It was not by accident. Purposely means not by accident or not by luck. It didn't happen by luck. No, I meant it intentionally. Okay, so let's see the example. Jenny walks carefully to avoid falling. Avoid carefully is an adverb. To avoid falling is another adverb called adverbial phrase, another kind of adverb. Bob accidentally is the usual adverb, broke the vase. So purpose means why the verb happened this way. Why Bob broke the vase? Accidentally. He didn't mean. Why did Jenny walk? She walked to avoid falling, so she walked carefully. Okay? Answers questions about the verb. Now this one is the one we see most of the time, adverbs of frequency. Frequency answers the question how often. How often. Or how many times the verb is done. If we answer this question, this is called an adverb of frequency. Like what? Always, every, never, often, rarely, seldom, sometime, and usually. Example, Mackenzie gets a ride from her brother when, how often does she do this? Every day. The fish usually swims near the top of its tank. When, how often she swims near the tank? It happens usually, most of the time. That's why we call them adverbs of frequency, adverbs of repetition. When the verb is repeated, how many times it is repeated. Okay. The last kind is adverbs of time. The adverbs of time, which specify time. We answer the question when. When you're using an adverb of time, then you're answering the question when the verb happened. Remember, we always tell details about the verb. Okay? So, these types of adverbs describe when something happened. These examples are commonly used: after, already, during, finally, last, later, next, now, recently, soon, tomorrow, when, while, and yesterday. These are only examples. You can find many more in other sentences. So let's see the next sentence. He came home before dark. So where is the adverb here? Before. When did he come home? Before dark. It will be too dark to play outside soon. It will be too dark to play outside. When? Soon. Jessica finished her supper. When? She was the first. And left school. When? Early. Okay? Before here can work with before dark, a prepositional phrase, because the whole thing can act like a time, an adverb of time. Okay? So let's recap quickly on this part. Now, let me get this bigger. So, we covered the kinds of adverbs, adverbs of time, which tell you or answer the question of when the verb happened. Then we have the adverbs of frequency, how often the verb happens. Then we have the adverbs of purpose, why the verb happened. And the adverbs of place, where the verb happened. Then the adverbs of manner means how the verb happened, in what way it happened. These are the most common forms of adverbs, 5 common kinds of adverbs. Manner, place, purpose, frequency, and time. Now, your homework is to do page 24, 25, and 26. Your homework is from page 24 till 26, and next session we are going to revise it together, and we check on the answers, and I explain in detail all the tricks that might face you in these 3 pages. Thank you, guys. I hope that the lesson was good for you and you got all the details, and I hope the homework would be fine when you do it, and we recap on it next time, inshallah. Thank you very much, and see you next time.